Imagine producing hit records and saying you never got paid royalties for them. In the past interview, Teddy Riley, one of the pioneers of New Jack Swing, opened up about his early work with Keith Sweat. Riley helped craft the sound behind major R&B records in the late 80s and early 90s. We're talking about music that helped define that era, in my opinion. But according to Teddy Riley, when it came time to pay the royalties from the songs he produced for Keith Sweat, he says he didn't receive no payments. Where my money? Now remember, this was early in both of their careers. Music contracts back then were very different. Producers often didn't have the leverage or legal protection that artists and executives had. And Riley has publicly spoken before about learning hard lessons about publishing, splits, and ownership. In interviews, Teddy Riley suggested that despite the commercial success of those records, he didn't benefit financially the way many fans might assume. Now, I was shocked when I heard all of this. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other people were shocked about this also. Because when you hear classics associated with Keith Sweat Rise, you also hear Teddy Riley's production, fingerprints all over. Don't Stop Your Love, I Wanna. Man, it's hits for days that we can go down the list that had Teddy Riley's production written all over it. But the big question is, was this a contract issue, a publishing situation, or just the harsh reality of the music business at that time? And here's the bigger conversation. How many legendary producers built the sound of an era, but didn't own the business behind it? The 80s and 90s were full of handshake deals, label control, and artists learning the hard way. To be clear, this is based on Teddy Riley's own public comments about his experience. So we haven't heard any comments from Keith Sweat. This is just one man who got on an interview and he spoke his, I can't say the truth because we don't know if it's the truth or not, but he spoke on his behalf on the situation. Contract details between artists and producers are often private and complex, but it opens up a real discussion about ownership, royalties, and how the music industry has historically handled producers. So let me ask y'all, man, if you create the sound, should you automatically own part of it? Do you honestly think that Keith Sweat purposely did this to Teddy Riley, if it's true, or that he did it at all? Y'all drop your comments below. I'm out.